Good day for everyone. Abdulkhay Nargiza, a teacher of CSE, Timur Common Secondary School of Human Potential Development, Department of Otrar, Region of Human Potential Development, Department of Turkestan Oblast. Unit 6, Tradition and the Language. Today's topic is Extreme Adjectives, Grade 9. In today's lesson, learners will learn extreme adjectives and how to use them, use of present perfect, and also students will learn new vocabulary connecting to the topic Greek dates. Before starting our lesson, let's look at what is adjectives. Adjectives divided into two forms. The first type is normal adjectives, and the second type is extreme adjectives. Normal adjectives are base adjectives. For example, good, bad, dirty, pretty, cold, and hot, and etc. Extreme adjectives are adjectives that are not gradable. We can't use the word very with these extreme adjectives. For example, we have such kind of extreme adjectives: fantastic, awful, gorgeous, outstanding, exhausting, and with these fantastic, awful, gorgeous words, we can't use very. We can't say very fantastic or very awful because these words are extreme adjectives. So also extreme adjectives are called strong adjectives. Sometimes we can call them extreme adjectives, and in some cases we can call strong adjectives. So in strong adjectives, when we want to make adjective extreme, we can use the words very, really, absolutely, and also we will write adjective. We can only use absolutely with a strong adjectives. For example, absolutely fantastic. We can only use the word very with a base adjectives. For example, very good. But however, we can use really with both base or strong adjectives. Here we have several kinds of adjectives: normal adjectives and its extreme adjectives. Interesting, it is a normal adjective. When we change it into extreme, it will be fascinating, bad, awful, angry, furious, beautiful, gorgeous, good, excellent, funny, hilarious, small, tiny, good, outstanding, memorable, unforgettable, unpleasant, revolting, tiring, exhausting, frightening, terrifying. On the left, you can see normal adjectives, and on the right, there are extreme adjectives. So now let's look at some examples. This man is more than angry, so he is furious. Angry is a normal adjective. Furious is an extreme adjective. This room is disgusting. I've never seen so much dirt. It is absolutely filthy. Filthy, it means a mess. The film was very frightening. I couldn't wait until the end. Frightening, it is a normal adjective, and terrifying is a strong adjective. Now let's practice. Match adjectives from 1 to 10 with the extreme adjectives in the box. Here we have some kind of extreme adjectives, and here are 10 normal adjectives. We have to find their pairs. So now look at the first word, interesting. So what is the extreme adjective of the word interesting? Yes, you are right. It is fascinating. Now let's look at the second word, frightening. What is the strong adjective of the word frightening? Yes, that's right. It is terrifying. Now, let's look at the next word, tiring. How do you think? What is the extreme adjective of this word? Yes, that's right. Exhausting. Let's continue. Next word is bad. What is the strong adjective of bad? Very good. It is awful. Now look at the fifth word, funny. What is the strong adjective of funny? Yes, you are right. It is hilarious. Now look at the next word, memorable. It is a normal adjective. Let's find a strong adjective. Yes, it is unforgettable. You are right. Now let's look at the next seventh word, angry. What is the strong adjective of angry? Yes, you are right. It is furious. Now look at the next word, good. What is the strong adjective of the word good? Well done. It is outstanding. Now let's look at the next word, good looking. What is the extreme adjective of good looking? Yes, you are right. It is gorgeous. And we have here the last word, unpleasant. Yes, you are right. Revolting is the strong adjective of the word unpleasant. Now let's continue our lesson. Look at this exercise. Work in pairs. Ask and answer from 1 to 6 using extreme adjectives. For example, they're given an example film, good. You have to put a question and you have to answer no. Now let's look at the first sentence. Here we have a word journey, tiring, and you have to make a question. And you have to answer yes. Was the journey tiring? You have to answer yes, it was exhausting. You have to use the extreme adjective of the word tiring. And now look at the second question. Was the lesson boring? No, it was fascinating. Now look at the next sentence. Was Dad angry? Yes, he was furious. Now let's look at the next sentence. Food and tasty. Was the food tasty? No. We have to find the extreme adjective. No, it was revolting. Was the TV program funny? Yes, it was hilarious. And the last sentence is, were the exam results bad? No, they were outstanding. Now let's continue. Let's look at the next vocabulary. Here we have new words connecting to the topic great dates. Some of our readers' ideas for great dates. Now look at these sentences. Do you have new words here? Now look at the first one. Do a bungee jump. Do a bungee jump. It's a kind of sport when you jump out of the mountain. Learn to dance. And the next one is go to a fun fair. Go to a fun fair, it means when you go to the amusement park. Walk in the moonlight. Walk at night. And the last new word is watch a horror film. When you watching a terrifying kind of movie. Now let's use this new vocabulary with our grammar. Here we have a present perfect. When we are talking about experience, of life, we can use present perfect. Now look at the structure. How can we make affirmative sentence? In these cases, we have the structure is have and has plus verb 3, verb ed. We use have for I, you, we, they, and for he, she, it, we use has. And we will use in irregular verbs, we will use the third form, and in regular verb, we add ed at the end of the word. And now look at the example. I have never done a bungee jump. It looks terrifying. So here is the contraction of have, and the done is the third form of do. Now let's look at the next exercise. Here we have to change these sentences into present perfect. So after I, you, we, they, you have to write have and has, and you have to change the verb in the brackets into third form. Now look at the first sentence. I never do a bungee jump. Yes, you are right. I have never. What is the third form of do? Yes, it is done. I have never done a bungee jump. Now look at the second sentence. You have, very good, never learned. Learned is the third form of learn, to dance. Now look at the third sentence. We have, it's correct, never. What is the third form of go? Yes, you are right, it is gone. We have never gone to a fun fair. Now look at the fourth sentence. They have never climbed a mountain. So we add at the end ed because it is a regular verb. Now look at the next sentence. He, after he, we don't use have, we use, yes, you are right, we use has. He has never. Is walk regular verb or irregular verb? That's right, it is a regular verb. That's why we write walked. She has never. What is the third form? What is the past simple of watch? Yes, that's right. Watched. She has never watched a horror film. Now look at the seventh sentence. We, after we, do we write have or has? Yes, that's right. We write have. We have never. The past form of play is played. That's right. You are right. We have never played beach volleyball. Now look at the next 8 sentence. They have, it's correct, never. So what is the third form of go? We have used it. Yes, that's right. It is gone. They have never gone to the theater. Now look at the 9th sentence. After I, do we write have or has? Yes, after I, we write have. What is the past form of eat? You are right, it is eaten. I have never eaten in a restaurant. And the last sentence is she. After she, we have to write has. Very good. She has never gone to a basketball match. Very good, you did well. Now look at the reflection of this lesson. So if you liked our lesson, clap your hands. If you understand all the vocabulary, all the grammar, and you can just smile if you have some questions connecting to the vocabulary or grammar. And you can lift your hand if you don't like the lesson or you have just been sleeping during the lesson. Good luck for everyone. Goodbye.